Everybody, welcome back to Michael's Walk Photography. This is my YouTube channel here, so I hope you enjoy all these kind of videos that I'm going to be producing here. If you haven't yet checked it out, I just kind of got back from the Badlands National Park in South Dakota, and I highly recommend checking out that video as well. This is my second video. I'm now back in the Twin Cities here, and it's now early June, and I'm in search of the Minnesota state flower, which I guess only blooms for a couple weeks each year. So I'm hoping I can actually catch it today. It's a little early. Usually it blooms mid-June, late June, early July-ish. So hopefully on my walks here today I can come across one and get some pictures of it. It does only kind of grow in hot, humid, boggy conditions, and it is definitely that today. As you can kind of see the environment around me, this is the Theodore Wirth Park, and we're inside the Eloise Butler Wildflower Garden inside the park here in Minneapolis, where after doing some research I did notice, or I did read that they do bloom here pretty freely and in the wild. So again, I'm hoping I come across one. No guarantees. We're going to see what we can come up with. It's a very unique and very rare pink and white orchid. Again, it only blooms for about 1 to 3 weeks each year, which means it's only got that short window to pollinate and reproduce. So they can grow up to 100 years old. I think average is about 50 years or so. And it actually takes up to, I think, 4 to 8 years or so for it to produce its first petals and flowers. So I've been trying to get this picture for a very long time. As you can imagine, blooming for such a short period, it's very elusive and very tricky to actually capture this flower. So I'm hoping we can come across them here, get some other shots along the way, and take advantage of the beautiful natural environment here. And of course have some fun as we do it and learn a couple things. So join me as we go in search of the showy lady slipper here at Theodore Wirth Park. So we're still out here searching for the lady slipper. I entered into another part of the park called Quaking Bog, and as you can kind of see, it's got boggy conditions, which of course is ideal for a lady slipper. So hopefully there's one around here somewhere. If not, I did run into a couple ladies who said there's another kind of rare carnivorous plant, I think the pitcher plant or a pitcher flower or some variation of that, that I'll have to look into when I get back. But hopefully that's supposed to be along this path somewhere, so hopefully I can come across that one too. Did get a couple different shots earlier. There's some bees flying around, some nice beautiful purple flowers that I don't know the names of, but I think I got a good couple shots of that. But for the most part, we're just going to keep looking for this lady slipper. I think I have a good idea where it might be hiding here, so just bear with us a little bit longer and let the search continue. All right, so here we are, we're in luck. We're here at Theodore Wirth Park in the Eloise Butler Wildflower Garden, and I don't know how well you can see it on that phone camera, but the lady slipper, we have one last one in bloom here, just right off the boardwalk, which is nice. So we're gonna try to get a couple shots. It's kind of exciting to actually see this thing since it does only kind of bloom for about a week or two each year. In order to get a good picture, I got a 70 to 200 millimeter lens on, f2.8. I'm going to get nice and close in there. I didn't know, what to really expect. A macro lens probably would have been pretty nice. We could have got in really close, but I'll make do with the 70 to 200. I'm going to shoot at a couple different apertures, f2.8, probably up to about f4, just to kind of see what kind of effects I can get. Again, having a 2.8 aperture is going to really open up how much light is allowed to hit the sensor. It's going to create that bokeh, but I don't want that bokeh to distort the image in a way where it's so blurry that you can't really see any detail in the flower. So it's a little tricky. Being this close on a 70 to 200 millimeter lens, it's imperative that you kind of pay attention to where you're shooting or what focal length you're at, because if you are shooting too close, again, it's going to mess with the focus, and what you think by looking at the back of this little screen here is that focus pictures. When you get it into Lightroom and open it up, you're going to notice that it's actually kind of blurry, and you just basically ruined your shot when you only have about 1 week to get the shot. So it doesn't really give you time to come back and get another picture, and that's why it's important to make sure you know what your settings are when you're in the field shooting. So here we go, we're going to get in nice and close and see what we can come up with here. For joining me here today. We're calling it a day at Theodore Wirth Park here in Minneapolis, just outside of the Eloise Butler Wildflower Garden, where I was able to get my lady slipper shot, and very excited about that. I was also in the Quaking Bog, was able to find that pitcher plant, that flower that was suggested to me, and I got a lot of other great shots along the way. Beautiful environment to be shooting in. I'm very happy with the results. I even saw a deer that I tried to get a little video of and some pictures of, but I'm not sure if my settings were right. So that kind of just goes to show that even anybody can have trouble. If you just got to be prepared. The main thing I wanted you to take away from this video is just know your camera settings. Be ready when you're in the field. Understand what lenses you're going to need. Do as much research as you can before you get out somewhere. I only had a 3-week window opportunity to get a shot of this lady slipper, and I was lucky enough to get that because I did my due diligence. So. But again, as you get used to it, it just becomes second nature, and then you know what settings you're shooting at, what kind of lenses you need, where you need to be, where's the sun setting, where's the lighting and all that. So just keep getting out there, keep practicing. That's all I kind of wanted to get out there today. Other than that, I'm going to be splitting this video into 2 different parts. I'm going to do a Lightroom edit video of some of the shots that I took here today, and kind of show you a quick little tutorial on how to do some simple edits in Lightroom. So keep an eye out for that as well. And in the meantime, thanks for joining me. Be sure to subscribe to Michael's Walk Photography on YouTube. And until next time, thanks for joining me.